Hello, Sheldon McDonald here. I thought I would demonstrate my latest diagnostics program that I created to show different devices being plugged into the color computer's PSG. If you have a PSG adapter, what is that? So it's basically this. You can order them from Ed Snyder. It's basically a sound card plus some I/O ports that work very well for the Sega Genesis and other various game pads. So I'll load that back up. Okay, so going over this, so I'm going to go over each device. We're going to try different various things plugged into this. My current setup looks like this. So I have, well, let's zoom out here. So I got the PSG there. I got my SDC plugged in as well, and a little a mini MPI. I'm going to be demonstrating the Sega mouse today and some other game pads. Okay, and I'll do close-ups with the camera here. It's kind of hard to get it all in there, but bear with me. Okay, so let's start off with the original, or not an original, but let's start off with an Atari controller. So here's a 2-button controller. It's off of one of those emulated Atari 2600 machines, so it's like it's like one of those mini systems that they reproduced. So it's got that port, right? So we're going to plug that into port A. So as you can see on that screen there right now, it says Atari compatible. It detects the same way that if there's nothing plugged in, basically. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in, and we'll see how well this one works. Okay, so we got up being held in, down, left, right. Oops, thought I was doing that on the screen. And it looks like button 1 and button 2 are the same thing. So this one's it looks like it's a 2-button controller, but it's actually just a 1-button controller. It just you know, it just does the exact same input. Yeah. I also did my software so it would also enable that start switch that you see being toggled there. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see the data a little better. So yeah, you can see that it's hitting the start button also, but that was purposely, like I said. So yeah, up, down, left, right, angle. Okay, so that's the first one. Well, let's go to the next controller. Let's see what we got here. Okay, the next controller I have is a Sega Master System controller. So this is what that controller looks like. This one has 2 buttons, and one is also labeled as start. So I've actually programmed it so we trigger the start button as well on that button 1. If you look at the screen close there, you see how it says 1, 2, and ST for start. So with this gamepad, whoop, there we go. You're gonna see that start button is gonna, and 1 and 2 are gonna trigger. So let me plug those in. We'll plug those into the second port this time. There we go. Okay. So it still says Atari compatible. This isn't a controller that's really detectable. But you can see up, oh, I'm obviously pressing an angle, down, right, left. Okay, and then as far as those buttons go, we got one, and it's also hitting the start button there, and button 2. So this one actually has a button 2 that's working. Okay, so you can use all the buttons with this one. Next controller. Oh, now we have the Sega Genesis 3-button controller. It's actually 4 buttons because of the start. Okay, so we're going to plug that guy in. Now notice at the top it has actually said that the Sega 3 is detected. Okay, so this controller is actually detectable with code. So let's try this out. Up, down, left, right. Again, you can angle it. Okay, now we're going to go through the buttons. We got A, B, and then you got C. And then you got start. That's all those buttons. Now, I'll try the next one. The next controller I have is a little bit dirty, but this one is an actual Sega 6 button. And actually it's got 7 and also a mode, so 8 buttons. It's technically an 8-button controller. So I'm going to plug this one in. Okay, so now you can see on the top corner it says the Sega 6 is detected. So again, now we're going to go directions up, down, left, right. Oh, let's go this way so you can see it. A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Then you have a start button, and you also have this mode button. Okay, so that's all those buttons. Detecting all those. The next one I have is a Sega mouse. Okay, so Sega mouse. So you got 2 buttons, you got a trackball, and it's actually designed that you can use it this way. That's why it's nice and round. So you can actually use it. The mouse actually, the ball acts as a click, as a button, and then you would hit the other button down here. So you kind of have your 2 mouse buttons like that. Or you're going to have it on a mouse pad. Let's go ahead and plug that in and see how that looks. Oh, there's my cat. Okay. Okay. So now you can see it says the mouse is detected. So let's look at this. We got the trackball. We're going to move it up, move it down, move it left. I'm probably moving it more at an angle. Moving it right. And what it is it's the speed that I'm moving it is what it registers. Okay, so it does a value of 0 to 7. Maybe 8 one of the directions. Okay, so now you can click it in. That becomes a mouse button. Or you have it flipped around. You got your first mouse button and your second mouse button. And when you have this on the mouse pad, it actually moves really good. Detects it nice and good. I'm gonna have to do some demonstrations later, actually moving a cursor, because I have a feeling it's gonna move really smooth with that. I have one last one to show. I actually have a wireless controller for the Sega Genesis. Gosh, I don't think I have it down here with me though. It's basically the it's a 6-button controller that's just with a wireless adapter. But I'll show that also this one works, I guess. This is one of those third-party Sega controllers. You buy these off Amazon pretty darn cheap. Oh. So again, you got your directions, and you got your A, B, C, X, Y, Z, mode. You press a whole bunch of buttons and start. Yeah, yeah, I would have liked to also show that other one as well, but it works. Just take my word for it. That mouse is a little bit expensive though. You look on eBay, this sucker's dang near 200 bucks. It's pushing it anyways, but it's kind of fun. I actually want to try developing some stuff for it. I think that would be pretty neat. Alright, thanks for watching.